Well, the number one thing that you can do to make your voice heard in your community and in your government is to show up. Is to make sure that your voice is present. I tell a lot of people, with all the changes that I want to have, it's a lot more effective if that ask or that demand comes from you to me and my colleagues, as opposed to me just going and talking to my colleagues and trying to sell it. And showing up can be you just coming and speaking to an agenda item. If you and your organization or your interest group are always there, somebody's there, paying attention, because it's not always going to be the big things that make the headlines. It's going to be a question one of us asked that's going to be like, oh, we had that same question, It's something in passing, something that doesn't get the attention to. Somebody needs to be here paying attention to that for you. So if it's a homeowners organization, somebody from the neighborhood should always be here. If it's a labor unions, it can't always be the same unions, showing up. Maybe it's somebody that can report back to the labor council, at some point in time. But the people that get their voices heard in policy and legislation are the folks that show up.
You hired us, the 12 voices that guide the business of Charlotte. And I take that responsibility quite seriously. The voice of the people should be considered in every decision that I make. You have to be, the term I use is be patiently urgent. You have to be asking for the big thing, but you have to know that government honestly doesn't, it does do big things well, but we need help on moving the details. Your dialogue has pushed me and my colleagues to act as a government that is more interconnected to the voices of our constituents.
That's why we have to organize, because not everybody has the ability to pay somebody to be present and for you. But with organization, that's really is the most important thing. That is the job of government, to serve the people. My job is to create the type of Charlotte, not that I want, but that the people demand. That it's working. That it's working because that all of a sudden people are talking about development ordinances in the mainstream news. And you're like, how did we get here? Because people are doing work and people are showing up.